typically recommend a few different styles for hot climates. Many people like to choose a composition shutter or a composition blind as they're guaranteed against warping or cracking or fading in those hot and humid climates. One of the other treatments that we recommend on a regular basis is a honeycomb style shade or a cellular style shade. It's going to be one of your most energy efficient shades, so it's really going to help block that heat right at the window, especially in the wintertime, blocking the cold as well. But for hot climates in particular, you want to try to block as much of that heat at the window as you can. A home has two places where it loses the most amount of cool through the windows and lets the most amount of heat in from the outside. That's your roof and your windows. Now, roofs typically have insulation in them, but glass is generally not insulated. So putting something up there that will not only block some of that heat, but also hold up in the hot climates is really important. Many people choose faux wood blinds, especially the composition style, not typically the PVC style as it melts over time, but the composition style, at least with Hunter Douglas, is unconditionally guaranteed for life not to warp, crack, fade, peel, or discolor, and that's typically based on heat and light conditions. There are a lot of UV treatments and specific dyeing styles that you can choose that really hold up well in those high heat, high light environments. Hunter Douglas uses a lot of UV coatings on their wood blinds, their faux wood blinds, their shutters, and their fabric shades to really help diminish the fading over time that you might find. We also feature another brand in Sunbrella, which everybody's familiar with, but Sunbrella actually dyes each one of their yarns all the way through the core so that it's guaranteed for life not to fade, and you won't lose any of that color fastness because of how that shade's manufactured. A lot of our customers ask us what the best blinds are to lower the temperature in a room on a hot day or keep a room nice and warm on a cold day. And there's a lot of different styles you can do specific for that. The first thing I would start with would be covering your windows, creating any barrier that the warmth from your home can't be sucked outside through the window, or any type of barrier on the window that would keep the hot air from outside coming into your cold home is going to help reduce that. But there are some window coverings that do a much better job of insulating than others do. Anything that would be a flat fabric or a sheer style fabric, while it might block some of the heat and some of the cold, isn't going to do a very good job of insulating. Using things like honeycomb shades with a pocket of air that go between the Hunter Douglas Duet Architella or Hunter Douglas Applause do a very nice job of insulating those windows. The Hunter Douglas Sonnet Cellular Roller Shade actually uses the air pocket technology of a honeycomb shade in more of a flat roller shade style that's for that minimalist look in your windows. Plantation shutters also do a really nice job of insulating the window. They're a very thick window covering, and that's a pretty thick barrier of wood, vinyl, or composition material that would be able to block that heat or cold air right at the window. We also feature some really cool insulating Roman shades that have multiple layers of fabric. With a liner, they're going to do a nice job of blocking cold air in the wintertime and hot air in the summertime.